What if the Night's Watch and the Orcs from Lord of the Rings united to beat the White Walkers? In this video, I take a look at this fun scenario that I think would play out if the Orcs from Lord of the Rings united with the Night's Watch to defeat the White Walkers. In the desolate expanse beyond the wall, where the icy winds howled like vengeful spirits and frost clings to the earth like a shroud of death, an unlikely alliance is forged in the crucible of desperation, a union between the Orcs of Mordor and the defenders of the North, the Night's Watch, united in their struggle against a common foe, the advance of the White Walkers. It was a clash of civilizations, a battle that defied the boundaries of time and legend, as the hordes of darkness clashed with the icy legions of the undead beneath the shadow of the wall. The Orcs, bred in the crucible of war and bound by the iron will of Sauron, had journeyed from the dark heart of Mordor to seek dominion over new realms, their thirst for conquest unyielding. But standing against them, resolute in their defiance, were the Night's Watch, the men, the wildlings of the free folk, and the noble houses of Westeros, united by the oath sworn to protect the realms of men from the encroaching darkness. As the battle lines took place and the clash of steel echoed across the frozen wasteland, alliances were forged in combat, as enemies became allies in the face of one common threat. The Orcs, with their savage ferocity and the unmatched martial prowess, met the relentless advance of the White Walkers with fury, their battle cries mingling with the icy wail of the undead. Amidst this chaos of battle, a lone Orc warrior emerged from the fray, a towering figure clad in dark armor, his eyes burning with a fierce intensity that belied his savage nature. Gran, they called him, son of Grumsh, champion of the Orcish horde, wielded his massive axe with deadly precision, cleaving through the ranks of the undead White Walkers with a primal savagery that struck fear into the hearts. Beside him fought Jon Snow, Lord Commander of the Night's Watch, his blade forged in the fires of adversity. Together, Orc and man fought side by side, their differences cast aside in the heat of this battle, as they stood as brothers and common together in the arms against the tide of darkness. But even as their valor held the line against the relentless advance of the White Walkers, the fate of the realms of men hung in the balance, a precarious balance between light and shadow and hope and despair. As the battle raged on, the swirling of steel and sorcery, one truth became clear, a truth that transcended the boundaries of race and creed. In the face of darkness, the light of courage shone brightest. With every clash of steel and every fight, every roar, a new chapter was wrote, one where the bonds of flames burned ever brighter against the gloom. As dawn broke over the blood-stained battlefield, the White Walkers, their ranks decimated and their icy power shattered, retreated into the depths of the frozen wasteland, vanquished by the unyielding spirit of those who dared to stand against them. And amidst this ruin of war, Orc and man stood side by side, but they were triumphant, gazing across the scattered landscape, a testament to the strength and the power of unity. For in that moment, beneath the shadow of the wall, they had forged not just an alliance, but a legacy. Now the Orcs turned their attention to Castle Black. Castle Black, the heart of the Watch, teamed with Night's Watch members. Lord Commander Jon Snow surveyed the horizon. Beside him stood Tormund, Giantsbane, his red beard a stark contrast to the snowy landscape. First Ranger Benjen Stark sharpened his sword, knowing that the coming battle would test them. But this was no ordinary war. the great houses of Westeros had rallied to the Watch's aid. From the Starks to the Lannisters, they also had Tyrion Lannister. The night before the battle, the Red Priestess Melisandre lit a bonfire in the courtyard. Her ruby necklace glowed, and she prophesied, "The prince that was promised shall rise amidst the chaos." As dawn broke, the orc horde descended upon the wall. Their leader, Grom, rode a monstrous warg. The horn of winter sounded, shaking the very foundations of the wall. Ice cracked, and the ancient spells binding the wall. The Night's Watch fought valiantly. Ghost, also fighting side by side with him, tore through the orc ranks, his white fur stained crimson. But the orcs were relentless, their axes cleaving through steel and bone. Then, from the south, the Knights of the Vale charged. Sir Jon Royce, atop his armored horse, led the charge. His lance pierced Grom's chest, and the warg crumbled. Orcs scattered, and the wall held. As the orcs fled, the wall stood firm. The Seven Kingdoms rejoiced, but Jon Snow realized what was sacrificed. Eventually, the Night's Watch was rebuilt, and everything turned out good. And so here's the tale of orcs uniting with the Night's Watch and with the houses of Westeros to defeat the White Walkers, and then turning on Castle Black. I hope you enjoyed this what if story. Again, it was just for fun. There's nothing canon about this. This was more just a fun story of what would happen if the orcs did indeed invade Westeros and one scenario. So I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you want to see another what if video. And I hope you enjoyed it.